Hey, it's Mr. Haskell. I'm back with another one of those things you should know by being alive. I guess we can call this, the President's Edition. And right now I'm back to number 7, so we're going to have Andrew Jackson. And he's probably one of the most controversial figures in American history. And so I'm going to give you the quick version. He was, like I said, the 7th President of the United States, and he served from 1829 to 1837. He's known for a populist appeal, his military heroism, and a very aggressive stance on federal power. But he was also known for decisions that had devastating consequences, especially for Native American communities. So let's back up just a little bit here. Jackson rose to national fame as a general, most famous for the Battle of New Orleans during the War of 1812. That victory made him a national hero and helped propel him into politics. He was largely seen as a man of the people, and he was a little rough around the edges, not from the elite East Coast class, and he was proud of that. He helped found what would become the Democrat Party, and his presidency marked a shift towards broader voter participation, but only for white men. Now, for the more complicated part, Jackson strengthened the presidency more than any president before him, and he used the veto power very aggressively. He challenged the Bank of the United States, and he made it clear that he believed the president represented the will of the people, not just Congress or the courts. But, and this is a big but, Jackson's legacy is deeply scarred by the Indian Removal Act of 1830. This law led to the forced relocation of thousands of Native Americans from their homelands in the southeast to territory west of the Mississippi River. This brutal migration, known as the Trail of Tears, resulted in thousands of deaths. Jackson believed he was opening land for American settlers, but the human cost was enormous and morally inexcusable by today's standards, and even by the standards of his own time. Jackson was also a slave owner, and there's no way to ignore that part of his legacy. He owned hundreds of enslaved people throughout his life, and he was deeply committed to preserving slavery. So what do we do with Andrew Jackson today? A lot of historians are still split. Some will continue to praise him as a champion of the common man and an early example of populism in our country. Others condemn him for the cruelty of his policies and his racial attitudes. But both can be true at once. Jackson shaped the presidency and expanded, democratic ideals for some, while actively oppressing others. So if you're really serious about studying American history, Andrew Jackson is one of those figures you have to wrestle with, because he forces you to ask questions about power, justice, and who gets to be included in we the people. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but I'll let you decide. Thanks for watching.